Looking like as many people as Canada Day, Victoria's Inner Harbour is packed for the Northwest Deuce Days. My name's James Green and you're watching Go. Look at that puppy. On today's show, you'll meet the man who fuels the Northwest Deuce Days in Victoria. We discover a form of ivory carving that might actually save some elephants and rhinos. And an Nanaimo team teaches about some cool apps to help you better interact with that city. This year's Northwest Deuce Days is the biggest one to date. Downtown Victoria streets lined with colourful head-turners. An estimated 100,000 visitors paying attention. What began as a small Victoria car show in 1998 has ballooned in size, having journeyed the province. This event is the homecoming, with nearly 1,200 classic and refurbished hot rods registered, half of which are the iconic Ford Deuce Coupe. What's the beauty behind having one of these? What was it so special about that era of Ford making vehicles?
When Henry Ford brought the 32 Ford out, it was the first year for the V8, so it gave them more power to compete with Chevrolet's six-cylinder engine, which was much larger than the four-cylinder Model A. 32 is a quintessential hot rod, because of the body lines. If you look at the belt line around the cabs and around the roadsters, and each one's different in its own way. The five-window coupe has a different belt line than the Roadster, and the trucks have a different one than the Cabriolets.
What's the story behind yours? Did you find it rotting on a piece of land somewhere?
This belonged to my best friend, whose dad bought it new in Spokane in 1932. He was a cabinet maker. He parked it inside the cabinet shop and used it only to deliver. He drove his car back and forth to work. So this has 48,000 actual miles on it. That's low. Yeah. So he decided when he retired to move to Alaska, and he knew the truck wouldn't last. So he said, I don't know what I'm going to do with my dad's truck. I said, I'll be there in the morning. So I bought it.
Did you get it for a steal?
I did not. No, and it's for sale again now. I have a new project at home I'd like to finish. So. We always know when we're done with one. It's when we see the next one that we'd like to have.
Now, you know the man that's behind this show, Al Clark. What would you like to say about him?
We can't appreciate him enough. He's been putting car shows on since he was 17 years old, and he's getting tired, I think, probably, but he needs to go cruising. That's what Al needs to do.
Well, we're going to meet the man, Al Clark, right now. We've got a story from Lisa Pismeni, telling a little bit about the history of how Al and hot rodding go together. Have a look.